Gamification in a sentence is the capability to exploit game-like mechanics to incentivize behaviors in users in a specific context. Gamification is very different from gaming. And actually, you can apply gamification in gaming too, as we're doing with many partners. Gamification is to use some dynamics which are intrinsic in our nature to lead specific behavior, even in non-game context. And users are well aware that they're not playing a game, but at the same time, they like what you're doing. We're using the real rewarding as a gamification tool to increase the engagement of users inside the game itself. It works for a very simple reason. People like status, reputation, rewards, power, and social recognition. Gamification exploits exactly this component. We are also working on a project related with the gamification of the mobile apps of a very famous city in North America. They will use Beam2 to create a competitive scenario inside the apps and to engage users in discovering new places around the city. This is just an example of how gamification can actually be applied on every possible mobile app oriented to consumer. Beam2 is a new startup that created a mobile gamification layer. We allow developers to introduce very easily game mechanics into their mobile apps, creating a cross-app experience and increasing the engagement of users. We decided to start Beam2 because we had an intuition, the intuition that the mobile apps are a great medium and that we need to leverage this medium with its own properties to create a more compelling user experience. And that's where I believe that gamification can have a great role and also a role to create economic opportunities both for developers and end users. Our company was created 10 months ago. And as in any startup, the early days are exciting because you have to build everything from scratch, basically. So you have to design the product, you have to develop the product, you have to find good ways to make marketing, you have to find partnerships, you have to make fundraising. So an enormous amount of work all together. We work a lot of hours, but we also have great opportunity to hang out as a team, and that's really the most interesting thing in creating a startup. Our audience is represented by mobile developers. We approach them and we propose them a very simple value proposition. We provide you gamification technology for free, and you allow us to reach your users by our gamified advertising program, and we share the revenues generated by the engagement of our users. It's simple, powerful, and it's working extremely well. The greatest challenge for us is to emerge quickly in a competitive market such as the North American market. A lot of competitors will race, and so we need to be fast and we need to be effective. A very interesting case study is represented by the success of our rewarding program. Inside our gamified apps, we're able to deliver, as I said, real offers coming from local retailers as a reward for virtual achievements. The level of download rate of these coupons and conversion is extremely high, more than 10 times higher than what you can measure with standard advertising. That's simply because we're gamifying the advertising experience. Users perceive these offers as their rewards, as something they deserved, and they are much more interested in engaging with them. 10 years ago, we had the Internet of Documents with a central role of search engines such as Google. Then we had an internet where the key element is the person with his own identity, thanks to social networks such as Facebook. Now we're seeing the rise of an internet where the personal identity joins the concept of geographic position. In the long term, I also see the rise of the so-called Internet of Things. So always more, any kind of devices will be connected to internet and will be controllable by mobile devices, and internet is going to have always more a fundamental role in our lives, and it will have a fundamental role in helping people in the emerging countries and in supporting also any kind of battle against repression. So definitely internet is going to be the medium for the mankind. Social networks and social media are very democratic, and it's not possible to control the spreading of the news. I send my greetings to all the people of the Digital Breakfast Social Media Week, and I would like also to thank them for their efforts in spreading the culture of social media and internet across the world.